Something more like that. How's it going, beautiful people of Instagram? This is Jose Trujillo. Welcome to my studio. Be doing some painting right now. Being an artist is a hell of a thing. It's an interesting thing because I don't know what it is for someone else. I don't know what it means for someone else to be an artist. I can't speak for everyone, of course, but for me, it's you're always. It seems like you're always fighting your expectations, and I think that until that's put away, no real success can come out of it. It's easier said than done, of course, but there's a constant pull towards expectations that I see over and over as an artist. There's a constant pull towards what things should be like. Let's start saying hi to some people. What things should look like, what should they be like? What should they look like? Because it's such a visual thing, right? It's such a visual thing that they need to look like something. It needs to look like something. So let's do I'm gonna grab a canvas right now. So I think that until that's put away, it's very difficult to be an artist. It's just a difficult endeavor if that is not put to the side. See, because what happens is that we get enamored with the idea of the way things should look like. The problem with that is that things almost never look like the thing they should look like. It's the problem with it. It's almost never that things look a certain way. And I'm not talking about style or whatever. I'm talking about just in general. Are you looking for? Are you looking to match something? What are you looking for? Are you looking to match an idea in your mind? Because I believe that's the killer. And until that gets dropped, I think it's very difficult to be an artist. I honestly do. I think it's an endeavor that really, what's the word? It really challenges your mind. I think it really challenges your mind. We're looking for style. We're looking for all sorts of things. All sorts of things become so important. And yet nothing is really that important. Nothing is as important as expression. This is a job for those who wish to express themselves. And maybe get paid in the way, right? In the process. But this is not a job for someone who's trying to match something. You will suffer a lot if you're trying to match something. If you want a cup to look like a cup and you don't actually paint it, it will be a difficult thing to do. If you want a orange to look like an orange and you don't focus on painting it as opposed to trying to match it, you will have a difficult time. It shouldn't be that difficult, but I think the mind makes it that difficult. I think it's almost like the mind is trying to figure out whether your heart is true or not. It almost feels that way. You know? It's almost as if there's a resistance happening. Because when we do things, we're trying to match them according to something, some perceived idea that just can never get matched, you know? Some perceived thing that just can't, it's impossible almost to match. But there we are, right? Trying to achieve it. There's something we're trying to achieve. Total speed. Thank you. You know, there's something that we're trying to match consistently. Constant. And the question is, why are we trying to match something as opposed to painting it? Why are we trying to match anything as opposed to just painting it? Why the insatiable need to match something? I think it's a good question to ask yourself. If you haven't yet, I'm going to do another little painting. There's almost a necessity to match something. You know, there's almost a necessity. And in this necessity, in this fixation, if you will, the artist gets lost. It's almost see, we're not trying to paint something, we're trying to match something. This message is even for you guys who are abstract painters. You're probably trying to match something. Something in your mind, something you saw. You know, the painting just doesn't stand up to its ideal just yet, just quite. And this is why I love seeing the paintings of what's this guy, Keith Haring. Keith Haring painted like a poet. The painting did you see the speed he used to paint with? Have you seen the videos? I highly recommend anyone who has a hold of a video of Keith Haring painting, so you can see what a master artist paints like. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, that's easy. I could do that." The problem is not could you do that. The problem is could you tame your mind to accept it. It's not about doing it. It's about taming your mind to accept it. Yes, you heard me right. Taming it. The mind doesn't want to accept many times the things that we do. It is in constant battle. I think that is the main reason why lots of artists can't acquire what do you call it? Can't really acquire I have the word success. Because there's a constant battle towards accepting what is and what could be. There's a constant battle towards accepting what is and what could be. And I think that that's the killer of being an artist. Yeah, it's a constant battle to accepting. I don't know if it's due to the fact that we keep looking at other artists, or we forget about our own greatness. That there's this constant need to I hear from artists all the time. You know, I just don't feel like I'm good enough. To who? Who are you comparing yourself to that you don't feel good enough? Are you comparing yourself to Michelangelo? Are you comparing yourself to Grandmother Moses? Who are you comparing yourself to that you're not good enough? Are you comparing yourself to Van Gogh? Are you comparing yourself to Monet? Salvador Dali? Where is the comparison? You know, in other words, who hurt you? Who told your mind you can't paint? Or that you're not good enough? No one. We get lost. We get trapped in it. And wanting for things to look and be a certain way. And then we can't meet it. We can't match it. I have so many artists that tell me that they don't feel like they're good enough. And I keep telling them, you're not alone. I think it's a universal feeling of the artist to feel like you're not good enough. It's a universal feeling. But unless you learn how to tame it, it's going to be very difficult. Because we don't accept it. So if you're an artist, the trouble is not painting. The trouble is not painting anything. It's a bunch of bullshit. People that say that's the trouble. That's not the trouble. I don't care how beautiful you paint. The trouble is not painting. The trouble, the challenge of the artist is accepting what you painted. Believing in it. Allowing it. Saying it's good. If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for a buyer. It's good enough for See, the problem is that it's not good enough for you, so you don't really push because it's not good enough. But good enough is just an idea. Thank you so much. Good enough is just an idea. It's just my perceived idea. You know, something is good, something is bad. It's like who said that? What was his name? Sonic is over here. You go. What's this guy's name? The British writer Bill Shakespeare. Bill Shakespeare. You know, nothing is good, nothing is bad. Nothing is good, nothing is bad, but thinking makes it so, or something like that. Thinking makes it so. It's the thinking, it's the perception, it's the idea of it that makes it bad or good. How long did this take you? I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes, 7 minutes at most. No idea. About 7 minutes, probably. I don't know, somewhere around. I haven't kept track of the time, but I think it was pretty quick. But the thinking of it, no, it's what makes it like you accept it or you don't. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Melissa. Hope I pronounced the name correctly. I'll leave you guys with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting some more videos soon. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.